Right then, this is the banks of the Anduin with the Tea Party. Theodred, Eowyn and Aragorn absolutely smashed passage through Mirkwood, but you'd expect to. The banks of the Anduin is a horribly difficult quest. I have no idea how I'm going to stop the rampaging trolls. The only thing I can think is some sneak attack Gandalfs. This deck just does not have enough attack. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. I've got a Gandalf in my starting hand. We've got two Ancient Mathams, Guard of the Citadel, Dunedain Watcher, and a Northern Tracker. Now that's difficult because Gandalf is one of the few things that I could play that could potentially stop that troll. I think I'm going to have to keep it, because at 29 threat, that troll's going to engage me first round anyway. So, banks the Anduin, first stage, to the river. Reads, emerging from Mirkwood Forest with an urgent message for Lady Galadriel, you must now make your way south along the Anduin River in order to reach the Forest of Lorien. As you lead the forest behind, you notice that you are being pursued, and thus quicken your pace. Setup, each player wields one card from the top of the encounter deck and adds it to the staging area. And weirdly, for this one, I actually want this card to be a troll. Wow, that is unbelievably lucky, since the next part of the card says, as you approach the location of a small rath statued on the riverbank, a fearsome hill troll emerges from behind a grouping of rocks. That's some pretty huge rocks. And attacks. When revealed, search the encounter deck for one hill troll, if one is not already in play, and place it in the staging area, and shuffle the encounter deck. Players cannot defeat this stage where the hill troll cards are in play. So, actually, by drawing a hill troll straight away, it's meant that I haven't actually had to have a look through the deck and find one. So that's pretty lucky. And I've got one turn until it engages me, 29 threat, unless I draw some threat reduction. So that's everything to set up. So first turn, resource to each. A card, sneak attack would be pretty good right now. Parting gifts. Oh dear. And I've got nothing to attach the Ancient Matham to. I have to save my resources for Gandalf. Yeah, I've got to save them. I'll need Gandalf because otherwise this isn't going to work. Right, now questing. Okay, so send everyone. And then Theodred will give this resource to Aragorn. He'll spend it to ready. So one card. The Enchanted Stream. 2 threats. 2 progress required. While the Enchanted Stream is the active location, players do not draw cards. That's 3 threat from the enemies. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here, so 7 minus 3. That's 4 progress. So we're halfway through the first location, but while that hill troll's not dead, we can't get past it. Now, travel. If I travel to the Enchanted Stream, I will not be drawing cards, which will mean I'm just going to be praying to do it with what I've got in my hand. Now, one of the options is, I suppose, rather than use Gandalf to deal the damage to the troll, I could just try reducing my threat and hope that I could spend enough time to build up enough of the force to stop it. Oh, that's a difficult decision. I think I'm gonna go to the Enchanted Stream. Yeah. So Aragorn has nothing to do. End of the round. Everyone readies. Threat up by 1. Everyone gets a resource, but I don't draw a card because of the Enchanted Stream. Now, here's the difficulty. If I play Gandalf to deal the damage, then that will mean that Gandalf will do... he'll do 4 wounds to that troll. Gandalf could take the hit, and my threat wouldn't go up from the other wounds from the troll. And then if I hit back with everyone, that would be 3, 5, 6 minus 3, would be 3 wounds. That would leave it with 2 wounds left. And then next round, it would be enough for Theodred and Aragorn to do it together. Ah, Christ. So, I mean, of course, this presumes that the encounter deck doesn't throw out another enemy. Oh, and then that presumes I'm not questing, which I suppose I could send Aragorn with his 1 resource. And then... Oh dear, so hard. Ugh. If I just send Aragorn with his 1 resource, then he could ready himself. Oh, it's such a gamble. If I play Gandalf and lower my threat, then it means my threat is permanently lowered, which would be really, really good. But it probably means I won't be engaging that hill troll this turn. Now, am I going to get a better opportunity? Oh, I'm going to gamble. Right. Oh, see, this is why this is such a good game, because of the monumentally difficult decisions to make at the start of this ridiculous scenario. Right. Ultimately, I think that lowering my threat by 5 is going to count for more, so Gandalf lowers my threat by 5, down to 25. Okay. Oh, and of course got to spend a few resources there. Right. I'm actually going to spend my last resource and attach the Ancient Matham to the Enchanted Stream. Okay then. So, questing. Definitely going to hold Gandalf back. So, Theodred, send the Tea Party. Theodred gives his resource to Aragorn. Aragorn readies. So, the Necromancer's Reach, what a pain. So that's a wound to Eowyn and Theoden. Although, God, if I'd quested with Aragorn, he could have readied himself and that wouldn't have even hurt me and there'd have been no threat. Oh well, powered retrospect. So that's 7 questing against 1, that's 6 over. No point boosting Eowyn, because 2 finishes the Enchanted Stream, which keys off Ancient Matham, I get 3 cards. Shield of Gondor, can't complain. A Light in the Dark. Oh, fantastic. And another Guard of the Citadel. Great, 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 great. So that was 2 there, that was 7 minus 1 was 6. So it was 2 on there, and then 4 goes on here, which means I've actually finished to the river, but I can't get past while there's that troll. Right, now even though Gandalf and Aragorn won't have actually done anything this turn, I can't voluntarily engage that troll. It is just way too scary. So unfortunately, Gandalf will leave, having not done anything apart from lower my threat, but that was pretty key. So, ready, threat up by 1, as the troll clock continues to tick. That's a resource for each of them. And a card. And it's another Steward of Gondor. Right, okay, well, first things first. Steward of Gondor onto Aragorn. Tap the Steward of Gondor to get 2 resources back. And our Parting Gifts won't actually be quite such a wasteful card now, since I can use Parting Gifts, since Aragorn's probably going to be having a lot of money this game, to help Eowyn. I've got nothing to attach my Ancient Matham to. You know what, I'm going to throw down a guard of the Citadel, just to start with some boots on the ground. I'm going to save up Eowyn's, because I really want a Light in the Dark, so that we can grab that troll and push him out if needs be. Now, I don't need much questing at all here, so I'm actually going to hold back the Guard of the Citadel and Aragorn, send Theodred and Eowyn, and give Theodred's resource to Eowyn, since I just need to mitigate what's coming out. And with Theodred having 1 quest, that gets rid of the troll, and so Eowyn's 4 should cover Evil Storm. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each character controlled by each player with a threat of 35 or higher. Thank the gods. Whew. Fine there. So that's 4 extra progress. Usually the extra progress doesn't count for much, but there are Misty Mountain Goblins that remove progress, so that excess isn't going to hurt. Right, okay. That leaves that as that. Up around, threat up. Such a different game by not engaging that troll. Now I've just got to hope that that pays off. Gain a card. Another Light in the Dark. That's 1 resource to each of those. And 3 for Aragorn. Right, okay. So let me see. I'm going to go with a Dunedain Watcher for 3 resources. Gonna keep saving Eowyn's. Might be able to get the Northern Tracker out next round, who actually has a high enough attack to make the Hill Troll think twice. So, oh gosh, the glare on that's awful. That's better. Poor old flashbanged Dunedain Watcher. Right. So, questing. Right, well, Theodred and Eowyn. Although I am now really worried about the Necromancer's Gaze. But I don't want Eowyn to get wounded for nothing. No. Theodred and Eowyn are going to go. Theodred's going to give his resource to Eowyn. 1 card. Despair. When revealed, remove 4 progress tokens from the current quest card. Ha! Well, that's a wonderful treachery to get now, and it's a horrible shadow effect. So, getting out of the way now is pretty good. And we actually beat it by 4. So that puts 4 progress on there. And again, these mighty warriors have nothing to fight. Which, given what's on the way with Mr. Troll, is no bad thing. So it takes up to 28. I'm not sure that this Gandalf thing is... Oh, Longbeard Orc Slayer. A bit more attack. So it's resource. And 3 resources for Aragorn. Right. Okay, let's start getting some of these bad boys out then. I'm not going to play the Longbeard Orc Slayer yet, actually, since he has a useful when he enters effect. So let's just get another Guard of the Citadel out with Theodred and Aragorn's money. And I think the sooner we get out the Northern Tracker, the better, since with 2 attack, he's one of the beefier allies we've got. And God knows we're going to need him when that troll finally engages. So that's 4 resources from Eowyn. Right. Now, what are we looking at attack-wise now? If Eowyn went by herself, she could probably take care of whatever was coming out, and that would leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, minus the 3 defense of the Hill Troll, would do 6 wounds. If we wait another turn to get the Longbeard Orc Slayer, oh, this could actually happen. Yeah. Oh gosh, we're close. Close. Right. Theodred and Eowyn are going to go again. Give a resource to Eowyn. Keep that spirit pool growing. 1 card. The Gladden Fields. Right, a location. That's not a terrible thing, because we wanted to attach the Ancient Matham to something. Well, that's 4. That's Eowyn is 4. That's 1 progress from Theodred. Now, travel. Right then, so travel to the Gladden Fields. If we do that, the threat's going to go up by 2 points at the end of the round, which is going to mean that the Hill Troll will engage. Of course, I can delay that engagement with a light in the dark. The other option, of course, is the Northern Tracker could just go out and we could potentially finish the Gladden Fields after 3 rounds. Other than that would mean he would have to keep questing. No, I think we've got so much progress at the moment. Head to the Gladden Fields. We'll travel there. Right, not engaging the Hill Troll this round. Oh gosh. Right then, threat up by 2, which takes us up to 30. And 6. Okay, everyone refreshes. Oh dear. Resource. 3 resources. a card. This would be very nice to be something big and scary. Celebrian Stone, which will be very good in the long term. Does get a bit more, and will give a lot more flexibility with resources. So Parting Gift is pretty much useless now. Can just use it as Eowyn fuel. Okay then. So, right. So Longbeard Orc Slayer. It's gonna need. So that's gonna cost 4. 3, 4. There's no orcs for him to do damage to, which is a shame. Ancient Matham. Attach that to Gladden Fields. I have no more allies left in my hand. I have got a Light in the Dark though, so if we wanted to delay the Hill Troll engaging for a round, we could. Now, if we had a look at maximum attack, it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to have to take the hit. No, you'll take the hit. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Minus 3 is 9. So if I take on the Hill Troll, if I just send Aragorn, he could spend one of his own resources to stay in the fight. Right, definitely give Aragorn Celebrian Stone then, because that will give him the quest value we need to do this. Whew, okay. It's going to be the best chance I've got to do this. So, questing just Aragorn. He spends a resource. 1 card. Oh, yes! Oh, what a piece of luck. The Necromancer's Reach. No one's exhausted. You don't do jack. Yes! Oh, that's massive, just to keep Eowyn in shape. Perfect. So, Aragorn actually, only 1 threat from the troll, falls from Aragorn, thanks to Celebrian Stone. He actually does 3 progress and finishes the Gladden Fields, which, when I look back at it, was a massive risk that I might not have been able to finish this and I would have gained 2 extra threat, but that's victory points there. Ancient Matham pops. 3 cards. Oh, Hasty Stroke. Cancel a shadow card. Brilliant. Gandalf. Fantastic. Gladrum's Greetings. Wow. Absolutely bonkers. Right, there's nothing to travel to. Let's engage the Hill Troll. So, unfortunately, this is where things go badly. The Dunedain Watcher is going to have to take the Hill Troll, which does mean we're going to be gaining some threat, but with a Gandalf and Gladrum's Greetings, I can get that threat right down. Shadow card to the Hill Troll, and the East Bite. That's great. Absolutely brilliant. So, that's 6, minus 1 defense is 5, 2 hit points, leaves 3. The Dunedain Watcher is dead, and 3 threat. Then, hit back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, minus 3 defense is 9 wounds, killing the Hill Troll. Oh my gosh, fantastic. We immediately finish this with this Mountain of Progress. So we're on to 2A, Anduin Passage. After defeating the troll, which we're all very pleased with, you are able... Let's focus up, camera. Come on, you can do it. Good. You are able to board the raft and embark upon a river voyage. As you depart, your enemies pursue, harassing the small vessel as you attempt to navigate the river. 16 progress. As your enemies harass the raft, it is difficult to maintain balance and effectively fight them off. We have to reveal an additional card from the encounter deck each quest phase, but we do not make engagement checks during the encounter phase, and we can option engage 1. This is where Dun here really shines, but of course we'd left him at home. Longbeard Orc Slayer, you get promoted. You can fill the gap that the Dunedain Watcher left. Right, thankfully we've got some really, really good questing, and there's nothing in the area at the moment, so that's absolutely great. So, threat up by 1. On to round 7. Draw a card. Oh, West Road Traveller. Lovely. 2 questing just when I need it. Just going to have to hope that Necromancer's Gaze doesn't screw things up even more. So there's Necromancer's Gaze, Necromancer's Reach, sorry. 3 there. Right. Time to bring out the questing. Now with 34, I'm still safe from all those 35 threat... 35 threat worries, but I feel like we need to get this stuff going as quick as possible. So, West Road Traveller, let's get her on the table. Then going to go with Gladrum's Greetings right away. Let's not hang about with this. Lower my threat by 6, taking it down to 28. Oh, means even if another troll comes out, we don't have to fight it, right? Well, I suppose we wouldn't have to fight it with it being the river anyway, but... and that still leaves me a resource for Hasty Stroke on Aragorn. And we've still got enough resources that we could bring out the G-Man next turn. Right, 16 there. Questing. It's tea party time. Theodred's going. Eowyn's going. Aragorn's going, spending Theodred's resource to be readied. Right, I'm going to send the guards of the Citadel. I'm going to send the West Road Traveller. I'm actually not going to send the Northern Tracker because he's actually the best defender I've got. He's just as tough as Aragorn defensively, and he can hit back really hard. And the willpower just isn't worth it. So, 2 cards, but they won't engage me. The freaking crows! Surge. The Brownlands. This is awful. The Dunedain Orcs. When revealed, the first player chooses one character currently submitted to the quest. Deal 2 damage to that character. Nuts. I think I'm going to have to kill one of the guards of the Citadel. I don't want wounds on Aragorn. Oh dear. Right, well things just got a lot hairier. So that's 1, 6, 8. That's 1, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it was... They had 8, so 12. So that's 4 progress. It's not too good. Do you know what? I'm going to chuck out Parting Gifts to boost it by 1, to boost Eowyn by 1, since Parting Gifts won't do anything now. Right, travel. Well, we're definitely going to the Brownlands, puts a progress on it, and it finishes it right away. So let's pull back and see what we've got now. We can engage one of these this turn. We can't engage both. So I don't really want to engage the crows because they're just going to get shuffled right back into the deck. And it's safer to have them out there with only 1 threat. So we'll engage the Dunedain Orcs. They've only got 2 attack. I actually think I'm going to put this on the Northern Tracker. Because I don't want Aragorn to accidentally take a wound. So, banks the Anduin. Not a bad card to see there. So 2 attack, 2 defense. Bounces off the Longbeard Orc Slayer. Aragorn and bounces off the Northern Tracker. Aragorn and the Longbeard Orc Slayer, why not? Double team the Dunedain Orcs. Exhausting. Not that you needed to join in Longbeard Orc Slayer, but it seemed rude to leave you at home. Right, so everyone readies. It's a shame to lose an ally that turn, especially since I've seen 2 with my Ancient Mathams, so that's a lot of my card draw gone. But, of course, I could always use Gandalf to draw cards. I've never really done that before, but... thread up by 1, of course. Round 8. So that's resource. 3 resources. Steward of Gondor, marry me. Right. And a card. Dunedain Quest. Nothing fancy, but I'm not going to argue with the +1 quest. Right, I'm going to attach Dunedain Quest. Attach it to Eowyn. Seems like a bit of a no-brainer. Also, their mean she's that little bit better at questing than Aragorn. He always upsets me when they're just as good, and he's good at everything else. Now, I've got a load of events in hand. I've got 2 Lights in the Dark. I've got a Hasty Stroke, really, really useful. A backup Steward of Gondor. And, of course, Gandalf. Now, is this going to be the round to bring out Gandalf? And if I bring him out, should I just use him to draw cards? You know what, I might hold on to Gandalf in case another troll comes out. Right, questing. West Road Traveller's going. Guard of the Citadel's going. Aragorn, Eowyn, Theodred. Theodred gives his resource to Aragorn. Aragorn readies. Celebrity in Stone. So good. Right then, 2 cards. The Necromancer's Pass. How much we hate you. And, criminy, the Marshadder. Oh, God. Right. That's 7. So that's 1 plus 5 is 6. Plus 4 is 10. 11, 13. So 13 minus 7. Wow, that's embarrassing mental addition. That's 6. 6 progress there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should probably put these in stacks of 5 because with 16 it can get confusing. 6. Right. Okay, so now travel. Now, I really don't want to lose 2 cards. And if I just send the Northern Tracker twice, we'll have the Necromancer's Pass done. 3 threat is a pain, but I just don't think it's worth losing 3 cards, however. We'll leave the Easterling Crows there. Now, if we engage the Marsh Adder, he's got 4 attack. Now, I've got Hasty Stroke, which means he definitely wouldn't kill the Northern Tracker. However, he would really wound him, and if we saw another Necromancer's Reach, then it would mean he would die, which would be heartbreaking. Now, of course, on Aragorn, it will definitely be wounds, but there's... in terms of hitting back, I'll be hitting back with 5. We'll need 2 rounds to take him down. I can't leave 3 threat sitting there, though, and expect to get through, so we'll engage the Marsh Adder. This feels like a terrible idea. Right, so defending with the Northern Tracker. Oh my god, what a piece of luck. Necromancer's Reach is a shadow card. Yes, yes, yes. So that's 2 wounds dealt to the Northern Tracker. And then Aragorn and the Longbeard Orc Slayer combined for 5 attack, -1 is 4 wounds, which means that bloody Marsh Adder's half dead. Oh, each time the Marsh Adder attacks you, raise your threat by 1. Well, that sucks. Right, well, they'd be exhausted, but they're ready because it's the end of the turn. Okay, ready, and ready. Round 9. Gain a card. Oh, threw it by 1. Another Hasty Stroke. Oh, God, I need some allies. Theodred, Eowyn, and Aragorn. It doesn't really matter who the resources are too much, given the split of spheres. I really think I'm going to have to play Gandalf just to draw cards. Yeah. Right. Gandalf's going out. Gandalf could also take the bite from that Marsh Adder, which would be useful. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still could have thought a second Gandalf. So, draw 3 cards. Stand and fight. Yes. Snowborn Scout. Yes. Ancient Matham. Now this is absolutely brilliant. Right, so if I play the Snowborn Scout for... Sorry, Marsh Adder, you're going to have to move over for me, mate. Snowborn Scout for 1 resource. I'll put a progress on the Necromancer's Pass, and then the second the Northern Tracker commits, he'll finish that, which is brilliant. Let's attach an Ancient Matham to it, so that when we finish it, we'll get 3 resources, and then stand and fight. Who do I want back from the discard pile? So allies-wise, we've got Gandalf, but of course he doesn't have a resource there, so we can't do him. The Dunedain Watcher, and the Guard of the Citadel. You know what, I'm going to keep hold of stand and fight, because if that Northern Tracker ends up going out, we'll want him back, and the Snowborn Scout is always a super cheap ally to come back. So, now, quest-wise, there's not going to be a Necromancer's Pass, which means I don't need Gandalf to go, so I can hold Gandalf back to be eaten. I don't need the Scout to get eaten yet. So, questing, the Northern Tracker's going to go. This is all getting... Right, Gandalf, anyone who's not questing, you're going to have to snuggle up for a second. Marsh Adder, if you can just pop over here, we'd appreciate it. So the Northern Tracker's going, the West Road Traveller's going, the Tea Party's going, of course. Give Aragorn his resource, Aragorn readies. So the Northern Tracker committed, which means Necromancer's Pass is finished, which means Ancient Matham triggers. Valiant Sacrifice, small card draw, fantastic. Another stand and fight. And the Dunedain Watcher. It's all coming up roses. Now, do I want to send the Guard of the Citadel? We need 5 more progress. No, we've got that. I don't need to send the Guard of the Citadel. So, 2 cards. Famous last words. Blinking Surge. Treacherous Fog. Each location in the staging area gets +1 threat until the end of the phase. Ha! Then each player with threat 30 or higher chooses and discards 1 card from his hand. What a namby-pamby treachery. Gladden Fields. So, that gets an extra threat. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, Eowyn and Theodred are 6. So, in terms of progress, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. That does Anduin Passage. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe how well this has gone. Very, very lucky. So, ambush on the shore. The ongoing harassment of your enemies, well, a crow, has forced your raft to the shore. You must now confront their ambush head-on. If you survive this attack, the path to the Golden Wood should be open before you. When revealed, reveal 2 encounter cards per player and add them to the staging area. Skip the staging step of the quest phase to the remainder of the game. When there are no enemies in play, the players have won the game. Right. So, let's reveal 2 cards. Don't be a troll. Don't be a troll. More Blinking Crows. Surge. Dumbledore Beastmaster. And Wargs. Right. Okay. Well, no trolls. So, can't really complain there. Now, I don't think I'm going to win this round. So, I don't think travelling to the Gladden Fields is a good idea, because that's going to increase my threat by 2. And I'm not really worried about the threat, because everything's going to leave the staging area in a second. Right. So, good thing the Guard of the Citadel didn't go on the quest. So, Marshadow, let's not forget your friendly face. Right. So, Gandalf, I'm going to need you to take the bite from the Marshadow. Oh. Don't do it off camera, though. Right, you 2, Northern Tracker and West Road, out the way for now. Let's see. We don't have to engage the Dunedain Beastmaster yet, so we're not going to. We've got a horde of crows. Now, let's see. So, if we have a crow on the Guard of the Citadel... we could try letting through some of these crows undefended, actually, because with Hasty Stroke, it's only going to be a wound, but it's a wound on a hero. I've got to find homes for 5 enemies. So, I've only got 5 readied characters, and I don't just really all want them to get hit in the face. And then no one to be able to hit back. So if we're skipping the staging step of questing... so the staging step of the questing would be when we reveal more cards. So we're not going to reveal any more cards, but we are going to be doing resolution. So that means there's going to be 5 there, which means Eowyn can take care of it by herself, which means everyone else is going to be ready defensively. Oh, but the Wargs might run back into the staging area, I suppose. Now... other option is I could use Light in the Dark. I could use Stand and Fight. Although that's only going to bring out 1 more ally. If I use a Light in the Dark, that could push. That could push the Wargs back into the staging area, since they might end up running there anyway, and their attack is horrible. I think I'm going to do that. So if I send if I send the Wargs back in, Gandalf gets bitten by the Marshadow. Crows can attack the Snowborn. Crows can attack the Longbeard, and crows can attack Aragorn. The Guard of the Citadel can kill one of the crows, but it doesn't kill the Marshadow. If instead Aragorn's 3 with 3 attack, he won't be able to kill the Marshadow either. I need that Marshadow dead. See, at this rate, going to end up letting one of those crows through undefended, and that's going to be a guaranteed wound and could be worse. But the wound from the crows is basically the same as the threat that the Marshadow is going to give when he attacks again. So actually, maybe if I leave one of the crows to go through undefended on Aragorn, then that would leave 4 attack, which would kill the Marsh Adder. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. And Hasty Stroke should protect me from any terrible shadow effects. So, deal out the shadow cards first. So, Marsh Adder. Then it's crows, wargs. Then, a light in the dark. Send those wargs back into the staging area. Oh, a hill troll as a shadow card. Woo! So, it's all got a bit messy. Let's tidy this up. Right. So, crows, more crows. Ugh, where was Tharley when we needed him? And a Marsh Adder. Right then, so the Marsh Adder bites Gandalf. No shadow text. Gandalf takes it like a champ, but we do have to up our threat by 1. Right, the Easterling Crows on the Snowborn Scout. It's a rare chance when you get to be attacked and possibly survive. Remove 1 progress from the current quest. Ha! Well, we don't need any progress and there isn't any there to remove. Great. So the Snowborn Scout actually survives. What a miracle. Right, the Longbeard Orc Slayer taking on some crows as well. Attacking enemy gets +1 attack, so that's 2 attack, which is just a wound to the Longbeard Orc Slayer. That's great. Right, leading the Easterling Crows through undefended on Aragorn. No shadow text, so that's 1 wound to Aragorn. Then the Guard of the Citadel and Aragorn double team together for 4 attack, which is enough to kill the Marsh Adder, which at least gives us some more victory points as well. Right, so end of the turn. Gandalf disappears, as is his wont. Everyone readies, including these 2 little questers who ran away during the combat phase. Clever kids. I suppose I could have been... Yeah. Ready up there. Eowyn, ready. Round 10, threat up by 1. Gain a card. Sneak attack. We've seen 2 Gandalfs, and now we see the sneak attack. You know what? And I'll have played Valiant Sacrifice when Gandalf left play to draw 2 cards. A test of will. That would have been really useful when we were revealing cards. And Faramir. Big bad Faramir. So, that's 1 from Theodred, 1 to Eowyn, and 3 to Aragorn. So, we very, 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 very much need allies. Now, sneak attack could be really useful for getting Faramir onto the table. And he's a pretty tough cookie. So if we hold back a resource for Faramir and sneak attack, Theodred can take care of that one. Stand and fight. We could get a Guard of the Citadel out. That would be useful. And there's a Dunedain Watcher in hand. The stand and fight. So... let's go with stand and fight. 2 spirit resources. Let's get that Guard of the Citadel back out. Who knew that the spirit people were necromancers? And then... I might hold on to Aragorn's 2 resources because I could use a light in the dark again to shove the wargs back away. Right, no cards are going to be revealed, so it's a fact that the 7 threat there. Eowyn can get 5. With a discard, she can get to 6. So I just need to send 1 person with her. Well, I'm very tempted to say the Northern Tracker. No, the West Road Traveller. Yeah, let's hold back the big boys. So, Eowyn and the West Road Traveller go. It's a Rohan women's trip, so that's 7. 7 in the area. We don't reveal any cards. All's good. Engagement. The wargs are going to come at us. Now, defensively, we've got the Easterling Crows can eat a Snowborn Scout. The Easterling Crows can bite a Guard of the Citadel. And the Easterling Crows can bite a Guard of the Citadel. And then attacks back. Oh, the wargs have got to blinking bite something, haven't they? Oh, God, how I hate wargs. The Northern Tracker might not be a bad shout, actually, because he either won't kill it, or if he gets a shadow card that lets him kill it, at least it'll be around to be hit back. That's going to leave me with... So, Theodred and the Longbeard could double team to take out the wargs, and then Aragorn can really overkill a crow. And if I'm only going to use Aragorn to kill a blinking crow, then I'll be better off leaving a crow off Guard of the Citadel, and instead having it attack Aragorn, since the Guard of the Citadel can kill a crow just as well as Aragorn can. So, crows, wargs. Right then, warg on the Northern Tracker. No shadow text, so it bites the 3. -2, it does a wound, and then it runs away. That thing is going to be an absolute pain in the... Right, the crows on the Guard of the Citadel. Defending player does not count its defence. Haha, he doesn't have any defence. So that's 1 wound to the Guard of the Citadel. Crows on the Snowborn Scout. No shadow text, so it doesn't do anything. Man, Snowborn Scout surviving 2 attacks. This is a miracle in itself. And the crows on Aragorn. Oh, Christ, shadow text. The Wolf Rider attacks the defending player. That player may declare 1 character as the defender. The other Wolf Rider its own shadow card. After combat, return the Wolf Rider to the top of the deck. Do you know what? Hasty stroke. I'm not having I'm not having the Wolf Rider come out and unbalance things. So that's 1. Doesn't do anything to Big Daddy Aragorn. Longbeard Orc Slayer and Theodred combine for 4 attack to not take out the blinking wargs because they run away. So the Guard of the Citadel, the Longbeard Orc Slayer, and at Theodred all kill a crow. And they have to get shuffled into the encounter deck, which, given that I'm not drawing any more cards, isn't the biggest problem. They'll just be shadow cards now. Ah, damn those wargs. Maybe I should have travelled to the Gladden Fields, actually, because that was 3 victory points I kind of passed up. I don't know. Right, that's shuffled. Everyone refreshes. A few people with a few crow bites, as opposed to crow's feet. Oh, come on, Northern Tracker, don't be shy. Right. Eowyn. Ready. Up to round 11. 1 threat gained. Draw a card. Dunedain Watcher. Gain a resource on Theodred. A resource on... Oh, I forgot to jump in Faramir. Of course, he wasn't needed in the end. Of course, I could have jumped him in. Right, so... Now, Stand and Fight doesn't have many choices at the moment. It's only got the Dunedain Watcher, which I can play from my hand anyway. I've got 2 of the blinking things, and I can afford to play both of them. Although if I do that, I can't sneak attack in a Faramir. And Faramir could be a very good choice for warg duty. So, let's play 1 Dunedain Watcher. And we'll leave it at that, because we've still got enough resources to protect ourselves from horrible things. It's 7 threat in the area, so the Rohan ladies, go and deal with it. All good in the hood. Right. Now I think we should take on them both this turn. Right, let's travel to the Gladden Fields. We're doing it. Let's engage the Dol Guldur, and the wargs are going to come at us anyway. So the Dol Guldur gets 2 shadow cards, and the warg gets 1. Right. So let's sneak attack in a Faramir. Okay, so that puts Faramir out for just this round. Now, defensively. So the Dol Guldur is 3 and it's got 2 cards. I'm afraid, Guard of the Citadel, it's going to be you who takes that monstrously massive hit. And, oh, Faramir, you can be bitten by the wargs, why not? Sure Denethor would approve. Right then, so Dol Guldur Beastmaster crippling the Guard of the Citadel. No shadow text, but 3 attack is more than enough to kill the Guard of the Citadel. And then wargs on Faramir. Yes, it's got shadow text. Hurrah! The defending player chooses and returns one exhausted ally he controls to its owner's hand. If he controls no exhausted allies, raises threat by 3. That's no problem to it. Oh, why's the West-Road Traveller got 2 wound markers on her? That shouldn't be there. She's not wounded, so she can go back into my hand. Fantastic, and Faramir takes a mere wound from the mighty warg. Right, attacking back. We need 6 to kill the Beastmaster, so that's 3 from Aragorn, 2 from Theodred, and 1 from the Guard of the Citadel. So that would kill that. And then we need 4 to kill the wargs. So that would be 2 from the Longbeard Orc Slayer, 2 from the Northern Tracker, and 1 from the Dunedain Watcher. And we've killed that. Fantastic. Beaten the quest. Jeez, I was fortunate there. So, total score. 34 threat. We've got a wound on Eowyn, a wound on Theodred, and a wound on Aragorn. So that adds on 3, so that's 37. But we have got 10 victory points worth of cards, so 37 minus 10, 27 in 11 rounds. Yes, the tea party continues to find success. However, the next quest is Escape from Dol Guldur, and you just know it's not going to be Theodred who ends up in prison. It's going to be one of the 2 big guys. So that will probably be a crippling failure, but I'm pleased to beat the Max the Anduin with 27. Awesome.